NBA 2K19 makes me sad. If I click on it, it's $80, New Zealand. I go to the main page, I see mostly negative, right? 28% of people think that they're positive about this game. It was released a few days ago. When I checked the last time, it was about 37% said it was positive, and now it's 28. If I look through the reviews, you know, I've got do not buy this game, none of my files fucking save, worst, what the fuck, please fix your service and please match us. No thumbs up. This is 43 and a half hours. I'm assuming this is a person. No microtransactions do not affect the game. So that's one. Maybe it doesn't, but I doubt these people are being paid like 70 hours. There's not just people buying the game just to complain. There are people with just as many hours, like this one, and this one, talking about how it's not that good. Absolute embarrassment, another failure of 2K, zero improvement from last year, still tons of bugs. You know, there are a few popular ones, as in, the game is popular with them. I want to just make a quick video about this, I guess, because I want to sort of look into why this might be the case. Why is this mostly negative? And the thing that screams out at me is that it's just a fucking basketball game. It's just another basketball game. It's just another fucking annual basketball game that's slightly better than the last one. And it's $80. It's $80. You can buy the 20th anniversary edition if you want to, because they've been doing this for 20 years now. Alright. And you can spend the exact same fucking amount on the video game on microtransactions because this is a mobile game. The minimum that you can spend is $7. They hit $3. They haven't even got this in a fucking order, dude. They haven't even got this in an order that makes sense. Goes 15,000 to 200,000. They can't even do a storefront properly. If you want $450,000 of these V coins, whatever the hell else. So let's just bear in mind that's 240 New Zealand, or like it's $120. They're not 160 US for 450,000 of these plus the game. Let's have a look at what is in the 20th anniversary edition. Okay, we've got 100,000 virtual currency, 50,000 My Team points, 20 My Team League packs, 10 My Team Heat Check packs, a saffron. None of this shit means anything to me, man. All of this is just fucking DLC shit. It's just stuff within the game. It's just digital bullshit. It costs nothing for them to make, as I understand it. You know, you're not gonna get a pair of shoes. It's all stuff within the game. And I wanna just sort of address something really important here. What is the game? Where is the game in this? Because all they're advertising is they're just advertising a whole bunch of accessories. And that makes it, like the accessories are $48 of this, so they're about 60% on top of this price. I mean, if we look over at the actual these, right? Groundbreaking game modes and immersive open world neighborhood. Game modes, groundbreaking, what's surprising about that? Nobody has mentioned in their reviews that shit's, well maybe a couple have, but most are focused on stuff that isn't the game. Maybe the game itself is good. I'm not gonna buy this for $80. I am not gonna buy a game where you can get fucking microtransactional. That's not a microtransaction. This isn't micro. That's twice as much as the game cost. That's macrotransactions. Harness your My Player's full basketball potential with the new takeover. So you've got like special moves now. And you won't want to miss a single day in the updated neighborhood. What, you've got more? Okay. So where's the fuck is the neighborhood then? Why have you not gone and shown the neighborhood? Because as I understand it, the neighborhood, it's supposed to be like a sort of an open field kind of thing, is that right? I don't know, hopefully I have an image up of it. And then you can make My Player card, and why can't you do that without fucking paying for it? Or why is that groundbreaking? Because I used to play basketball games as a kid. Like let's look at this one. There were no fucking microtransactions in this. You could play with those fucking players here. So this is the problem, right? If this game here that we've got, 2K19 is superior, then why is the suboptimal version that doesn't have a fucking server connection $60 New Zealand? Why is it this much? And the answer is because 2K don't give a shit anymore. They've been one of the companies that have had issues with loot boxes in places like Belgium and stuff like that. And as I understand it from Jim Sterling's video, they want there to be gambling as well as this shit. It's a basketball game that advertises its additionals, and it does nothing that I can tell that's that much different. Maybe there's $10 worth of improvement. Well, there has to be at least 20, right? Because I sincerely, this game here got a 9 out of 10 from IGN, although who gives it? Fucking IGN apparently, gave this a reasonably good rating as well. And this is why I don't actually trust like major game publications. I'd rather trust a Steam, an accrued total is more reliable to me than a score from IGN. I guess that's me done. I wanted to make a video about this to kind of understand, without buying and supporting what they're doing. I wanted to understand what the big kerfuffle about this was. See, you don't even need a good graphics card to be able to play this. You just need a 720 with a 2GB. It's not even that graphically difficult to fucking run. Like games like Monster Hunter, they require a fucking 1060 and shit. It's jeez, it's just crazy. And the only reason they get away with this is because people buy these transactions. They buy this stuff, or they spend on the anniversary edition. None of this is going to mean anything in a year's time. There's nothing physical or tangible as I understand it, because this is a digital download anyways. There's nothing tangible to market. They could have at least thrown a fucking t-shirt in there, but then that would have cost money, right? That would have cost money, whereas none of this costs money for them to make per unit. It's nothing. It's just a file size. They literally pay nothing aside from maybe a hosting fee for the exe in the game files. So fuck 2K19. Honestly, I don't understand what they were thinking. I mean, I'm looking at setting up a game development company, and this is one of the things I don't want to get involved in. I'd rather make a game, because obviously visually it looks impressive. At no point am I saying that this is not impressive in terms of its actual presentation. But where is the new content? Why can't they could have just made a game that played well. They could have made, 2K19 could have just been without microtransactions for the year. They could have just reduced it. They didn't have to have a fucking 160. This shows that they're just in it for the money. Who the fuck can justify $160 for microtransactions? It's such a, when did it become appropriate or acceptable to market on a Steam storefront microtransactions that are not, they're macro, that are twice the price of the original game? When did it become acceptable to do that? When did it become, I don't know, I give up. I give up on two. I just wanted to make a different video than a fucking, I'm done. If you buy this and you expect a good experience, this is really important. This is why I look at this, because it'll tell you a lot more than a lot of the other review sites that are either independent or part of an umbrella. It just, use this, use a total percentage point. Thank you. Stay cool, shredders.